Welcome to Reset Today with Stephanie J. You've just tuned into the show that allows you to reset in any area of your life. So come on and join me. Hit that reset bell and get ready for a fresh start. I am delighted to be with you on another beautiful day, and I hope that you are enjoying it. I've been in for the most part today and stepped out a few times into my backyard, and it is just beautiful out. Just the perfect breeze, sunshine, just a nice day. Now, I do have to run out a little later on, but I figured in between I would come on and talk for just a little bit today. My topic today is going to be about preparation. What exactly is preparation? Well, I looked it up in the dictionary, and it actually says it is the action or process of making ready or being made ready for use or consideration. It is also something done to get ready for an event or undertaking. It is also a substance that is specially made up and usually sold, especially a food or a medicine. So when I started thinking about the word preparation, it was actually in relation to my own life. And I actually sat down and I was taking in some things over these past few days. I've mentioned on my other podcast, and I think I've mentioned a time or two, that in this season I have been doing a lot of redecorating in my home. And for these past several months, since things have lightened up more or less with the COVID pandemic, stores reopened, I've been doing a lot of shopping online, and now I'm in and out of the stores. And so this weekend I was on a bit of an adventure. I traveled quite a bit out of my area, stayed in Virginia for the most part, but I wanted to explore some different areas and stores, and there were some things that I was looking for, fixtures and pictures, stuff to just beautify the home. And so I found an area I had been to several times in the past, but this time I decided to venture off into some different areas and stores. And so actually made a full weekend out of it. I mean, Saturday I was on the road for over an hour and ended up being out all day. Left out early, came back late, but I was satisfied because I found a lot of what I was looking for, and also some things that I was not but needed. And then I came in and I'm putting up curtains, and I went to get some blind replacements for my vertical blinds. And I'm just doing busy work around the house and just enjoying it, because it's such a good feeling when you see your ideas begin to come together. And so after all of that, in the evening, I was sitting on my sofa and I was just looking around. And then I started to think about life, my life in general, the lives of my children, my grands, family. Just how many times have we had to change or make changes or prepare as the definition said, you prepare for events. We've all had a lot of events in life, some good, some not so good. When I looked at the second definition, something done to get ready for an event, I thought about weddings. I thought about parties and gatherings. And you all know, you've been to some in your lifetime: weddings, parties, celebrations, birthday, holiday dinners. All of this takes preparation. I mean, who actually invites people over for a dinner or a gathering, a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner, and does absolutely nothing? I can't imagine one person doing that. And if you know of one, please let me know. Email me. My contact information is at the bottom on the description. Email me and let me know of a person that you know of. Or if you've ever done this yourself, you invite people over, you do nothing around the house, you do not go out and buy the food, you do not get what is expected. Or how many of you have had a house guest over and you have not prepped or prepared your home to receive visitors? I don't think that that would go over too well. Everything, even sometimes the smallest events, require preparation, and then some of them take a lot of preparation. If you cook, if you have a family, as I do, there's preparation going on all the time. You know, our days are filled with ins and outs and some stuff that we need to take care of, or on a whim, something that is decided on that day. There are planned events, there are planned outings. There are days when I wake up and I don't necessarily have a plan to go out and end up being out, and maybe I'll go out to do one thing, and while I'm out I say, oh, okay, let me go ahead and do this and let me go do that. And sometimes it requires purchasing something out because it's getting late for dinner, or maybe I have to go out and get something to go along with dinner. I mean, we're always moving. We're always making choices. We're always making decisions. And it requires preparation. How many of you cook? I do. I've been cooking since I was a little girl. I told the story on another episode where my mother actually started forcing me to cook when I was a teenager, and I was not thrilled about it, and I did not want to do it. But I'm so grateful that she was persistent in having me do it, because I turned out to be a great cook. I've been able to feed my family for years, and also other people in other environments, the jobs that I've worked on, the churches that I've attended, and it's been a great experience for me. And so I'm glad that I had that time of preparation in my life, and it's carried me far. So what about you? What are some of the things that you look at in your life that you need to prepare for? There are issues going on around us, around this nation, around the world. There are things that we wake up and we hear the news about something that has happened or something that is happening. For example, COVID. What about you? Did you get it on the news like I did? I was out one day and I was in the car when all of this started to break, and it actually came on as a news report, and I was just like, what? Really? I mean, it just came out of nowhere. And so of course it made me begin to tune in all throughout the day and the night and just try to figure out, like the rest of the world, what was going on. And then I heard a news report that talked about how legislature was planning to not come in, and they were going to start video recording sessions and meetings and Congress and all. And I was like, whoa, this stuff is serious. And so from that point on, I just remember every day hearing from something, some outlet or someone, oh, they're going to stop this. Oh, these stores are about to do this. And it was like we just woke up one day and we were in a whirlwind. Things were changing. And we did not have a lot of time to prepare for this. I don't know about you. I didn't. I just was thrust into this is what is going on. And then it was like, okay, all of these places are shutting down now. No one's allowed to go. You need to have a mask. So how many of you had to? I didn't have to go and purchase masks and gloves and things of that nature. My husband took care of all of that. But there was just so much preparation, so much that we had to do. And then we woke up one day and we found ourselves pretty much locked in our homes. And that's where a lot of thinking and contemplating took place for me. I had time. Once in a while we would go out to a park, go out to a different area and just stretch, ride around and just take in scenery. But there was not a whole lot to do outside of going to the stores. So I had a lot of time to think about what I wanted to do in this season, what I wanted to do regarding my podcast, what I wanted to change in my home. I began to make plans. I began to see, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. Okay, once maintenance comes in and they take care of this, then I'll be able to get my new living room set, and then I'll, order this online and that. All of that, it took preparation. And now I'm sitting back months later and I'm feeling so much better. My spirits are uplifted. I have my days where I'm just thinking about where all of this is going. And in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, we're doing this. We're still moving along. We are still living this life, but we know that it's not going to go on forever. So how many of you take time to think about what it's going to be like when this is all over? Do you think about or spend any time preparing for eternity? Or are you thinking about where your soul will be when this is all over? It's only two places. There is no in between. The Bible tells us very clearly that either we'll spend eternity with Jesus or in a burning hell. In one way or the other, whether consciously or unconsciously, we are preparing ourselves for those choices. And we're making those choices based on how we live our lives. So maybe right now you need a reset. That's right. Maybe you need to grab your device. You need to hit it. You need to sound that reminder, that alarm, that bell that you have some choices to make. And it does not matter where you are. I've done episodes on starting where you are right now. I think that was Brand New Day with Stephanie J. You can start right now. It starts with a thought. Everything that you do, it starts with a thought. Choose the right thoughts. Choose the right words. Begin to take control over your life, because you need to prepare for whatever is coming. On the next episode, because my time is running down, I'm going to continue to talk about preparation, but I'm going to talk about some physical things that you can or may need to do. And I'll just base that on some of the stuff that I have been doing to prepare for whatever is to come, because none of us really know. So we need to not take this lightly. We need to not take this for granted. We need to know and understand and realize that every day that we have is a gift. But this world as we know it will not continue on forever. So whatever it is that you need to do to prepare, to get ready, then you need to start making preparation. Do not leave it to chance. Do not think that tomorrow is promised. It is not guaranteed. Even more so, the next few minutes are not promised or guaranteed to any of us. There are many people that were here 1 minute and the next you hear they're gone. And so this is really serious. Times are really, really serious, and we need to take things serious. So that's my talk on preparation for today. And I'm going to talk to you about it a little bit more in my next episode. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining me.